the top 10 most wanted vintage jewelry designers? I can tell you. I've been going through my vintage jewelry collection looking for the most special pieces that I'm willing to part with that I can put in my shop for the September sale. And I realized that I have all of the major vintage jewelry designers that everybody wants and everybody covets represented just in my earrings. So today it's an earring party. Some of the earrings are going straight to the website and you'll be able to see them there, and some of them are part of my personal, private, permanent collection, but I pulled them so that you can see what these designers are about, and hopefully you'll be able to recognize them and recognize why they're so valuable and coveted, and they will never decrease in value. If you have a piece of vintage jewelry that you would like me to identify or evaluate, you can email me at hudsonvintage@me.com. If you'd like to know more about how I care for or clean or store, or what reference books I read all about vintage jewelry, all those links below. If you do learn something new, click like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Every person helps, and I'm having a giveaway when I reach 5,000 subscribers, and I think you will. This is one of my all-time favorites. I was so happy when I found this. These are Vogue earrings. Vogue is a company that you might not be that familiar with, and these are just to die for. These are vintage 1960s. They're a really large pearl with a rhinestone crown that is applied to them, and then they have a black rhinestone domed ball. So they just look really great on. And these are not for sale, but if you find them, they are definitely worth buying. Next up, we have these Chandelier earrings. These are Hattie Carnegie. These I've had in the past in a dark green crystal and a black crystal. I've always kept these because they are that kind of clear aurora borealis, and these are also fantastic on, and not all of these are signed. So if you see them and they're not signed, they're still most likely Hattie Carnegie. I've never seen actual knockoffs of this. It's really a very special kind of construction that these have, which you'll be able to see in the close-up. And there they are. These are just fantastic. The height of the mid-1960s. These are Joseph Mazer. These look like 1970s, but they're actually early or earlier because they were so ahead of their time. Look at that gorgeous gold. This is kind of stylized knot with a pave center. These are signed Joseph Mazer. So look. Don't you love those? These might be on the website. I haven't quite decided. Here we have early Christian Dior. Actually, not early. I guess mid-70s Christian Dior. Wonderful. That brushed gold, the two texture. Clearly marked Christian Dior. These will only increase in value, and they're just as cool now as they were then. These are Weiss. I know a lot of people have been asking about Weiss. These are Weiss. This is very typical of the quality of Weiss. Look at that, clear golden rhinestones, yellow enameling, clear rhinestones, and the quality of these is just so fantastic. And that's what they look like on a person. They're very wearable as well. I only like vintage that is still relevant today, or that can be mixed in with a modern lifestyle. I try not to go for the costumey things, or if they can be costumey or skew costumey, then I really try and work them into modern style. So I think these definitely make the cut. Speaking of making the cut, these are incredible. These are from the 1980s. These are old Signer. And these are some of my favorites of all time. Look at that stone. Isn't that incredible? And this is what they look like on. Signer is a really great designer company to find. anything by Signer holds its value and can be really expensive and really collectible. These are unusual. I have to show them to you just holding because it's a climber. See where the clip is? And these are Boucher. These are 1940s. They look so modern. You can wear these either way. I like them with the long side to the face. And these are rhodium plated in the back and just utterly fantastic. These are part of my personal collection for a long time. I think I'm really willing to let them go. There's something so special about these stones. They have kind of a 3D glow, which I don't know if you can tell. Look how high that dome is. These are Regency. These came from the Regency showroom that was stored, that I bought. So these were never actually sold to a department store. They were just showroom samples. This is another pair of Regency earrings. These have kind of a rose cut shield or heart in deep emerald with a clear paste. These are very, very early. These are some of the earliest pieces of Regency around. And these might be in a low carat gold, judging from the back. It's a screw back. I think these are cool. To me, these look almost modern, like Alexander McQueen. These are unsigned. These baubles, 1960s. These are Regency. Fantastic, right? These are Scapparelli. Scapparelli earrings, when you're looking, are usually a lot bigger than this, but this is a representative of probably the smallest they ever got, and they're really pretty. She did use topaz stones quite a bit. That's what that looks like on. Here's another pair of Scapparellis. This is definitely what people are more used to seeing. Look at that. And this is, she was very known for, like most people that take a little time to learn about Scapparelli learn that to use this watermelon stone, but there was so much more to her than that. But if you see this with this kind of a scale, very well might be Scapparelli. Here, I'll put the other one on so you can see it. How fun. These are part of my personal collection, and these are signed Lois Ann, and I've never really seen anything by Lois Ann. I don't know anything about it. I know that I had a pair of earrings very similar to this by Lois Ann that I sold, and what I loved about them was that they were a cluster that made a big kind of high dome next to the face, which is great. As you get older, it looks really, really good. So I sold them and I was sad, and then I went on eBay and I looked and looked and looked for Lois Ann, Lois Ann, Lois Ann, and then I finally found a pair, and even though these aren't as good as the first ones, I found them, I paid for them, I paid retail for them, and I will have them as long as they look good on me. Here's the part where you learn something you didn't know. These are made by Langani, and click subscribe. Langani is an Italian designer that is very valuable, and this is what they look like. These are mid-60s. They're really great. Now I'm going to show you the matching necklace. Okay, so this is a crystal strand that I put it on. It's not part of it. It's actually a matching pin. There it is, right? Langani. This was a contemporary of Coppola e Topo, and the way that you can identify Langani is by one black bead. They signed every piece with a single black bead, and they're valuable. Pretty, right? Yes. Another favorite of mine, more well known, Austria, made in Austria. These are called headlight earrings, and I love the color of these. That hot pink. These are also made in Austria. These have kind of a moon glow effect in this blue rhinestone. Really remarkable, but it's the same kind of stone that the signers have. And these are also mid-century modernist, incredibly made. And these are signed Austria as well. The backs look like signer. Okay, and then to finish up, I wanted to show you these on the ear. These are so special. I showed a pair like this in the All About Haskell video that I did. If you want to find out about Miriam Haskell jewelry, it's definitely worth studying. It's very valuable. And this is an over ear. They did not make many of these. This was done by Haskell. It's in an Aurora Borealis kind of floral spray. There's the construction of it. And to me, these look like the future. Like they look, you know, like what's coming, you know, like they're not even here yet. Like it's still early for them. And I put these on without looking. That's how easy they are to put on. Don't you love them? And these are 1950s Miriam Haskell. Thank you so much for watching. Click like, subscribe, ring the bell. Check the links below. Coming up next week is an unscheduled thrift shop. Always fun with a vintage professional. Thank you for watching.